Good morning. I know you probably can't see me right now, but I woke up at 3 a.m. after having a really vivid dream. Couldn't get back to sleep. It's 5:30 now. I'm gonna go see if I can find a place to watch the sunrise. And hopefully we'll get some good shots of that. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. Wow. I don't know if we have any higher points. Wow, that is gorgeous with all the trees silhouetted. Wow. Okay, let's run. I want to catch it before it goes away. Wow. You can see the mountain in the very far back right here. I think that's Mount Hood. Wow, it's a good morning. I think I'm gonna walk over to the school and see if the view is better. You can see me now. That happened so fast. I don't know if I know I've been awake during sunset time before, but it was usually when I had something that I really needed to be at, so I wasn't paying attention to the sunrise. But this morning I don't have anything to do until 10. That's 5 hours away. I don't think I've ever had this much time before work. Oh, cute. Wow. You can see the mountain so much more clearly from here. Actually, there's a street light in the middle of this lot. I thought it was private property, but that kind of makes me think public property. Let's see what's down here. Street light. Oh, it's funny, it just turned off. Weird. Just the end of a driveway. Alright. There was a house up where I was sitting originally. I know the lady that lives in that house, but it's way too early in the morning to knock on her door and ask if I can borrow her porch. But she has an epic view of the sunrise. And an epic view of the mountain. Okay. This looks like a good spot. The grass is very dewy. The flowers are really pretty here. Just to kind of follow up on my last video, I feel much better, long story short. But I didn't feel better until today. Sometime in high school, I fell into a super deep depression. And obviously there were times that were better, or I wouldn't have gotten to where I am today, but it just kind of never really went away. It came back a lot during college, toward the end of college, and then when I graduated, just barely graduated. I mean, I did really well through the majority of school, but the last few months of school, maybe the last semester, were really, really tough because my depression came back in full force, and I was just, I couldn't do anything. And even what I could do, I was having a lot of memory issues, so I was having a lot of trouble memorizing my music, which, if you didn't know, I went to school for music. So my big project at the end of my senior year was an hour-long recital, and I could not memorize my music, and you have to have it all memorized. So I just, like, oh my gosh, that last recital was so hard. And I love performing, and normally people are really amazed with how fast I can memorize music, so that just shows you, like, how unwell I was. But anyway, after I graduated, I spent a couple years in like a stupor of THC, trying to self-medicate, and I was also on some antidepressants, but they weren't helping that much. I don't know exactly when I started antidepressants. I tried a couple in college, and then one in particular after college, but that might have been after the weed. I don't know. That time is kind of such a blur. I think partly because of the weed, I don't really remember all that much. I know it messes with my memory. I don't know about other people. And I don't really have that great of a long-term memory to begin with. I got a comment on my last video. They were very kind about it. I'm not saying they shouldn't have left the comment, but just to kind of address that. They were saying something about how what I was experiencing was close to the symptoms of like a bad reaction to THC. But the thing is, I don't smoke anymore. I haven't for years. I smoked daily when I graduated college for a year or two, and then stopped, just completely stopped, cut it out. And then when I have tried to go back occasionally and use it recreationally, I can't. I don't know if it's because I get really bad paranoia now and anxiety, or if it just feels so much like that time of really bad depression. That was my worst period of depression. I don't know if it feels like that, so it's just too negatively familiar, or if it's just the anxiety from weed, which I know a lot of people get. And I've heard of other people saying this too, that they were daily smokers for a long time and then stopped cold turkey, tried to go back to it a long time later, and it just gave them really bad anxiety. So that might be it. But anyway, I don't smoke anymore, and I don't want to. So yeah, I woke up this morning and it was like 3 a.m. I had this crazy dream. Anyway, I'm feeling a lot better. The weather being nice is helping, as is some other steps that I've been taking. I might go into that more in a future video if it all works out well. One of the things I'm thinking about doing in the future has to do primarily with diet. I've been doing a lot of research on omega-3s and omega-6s. I do not claim to know a ton. I do not claim to know everything that there is to know about this. But I have been looking it up a lot, and I've been annoying my friends with how much I've been talking about it. I'll link my initial what is the word I'm looking for? Voyeur? I don't think that's the right word. Anyway, my initial introduction, let's say that, my initial introduction to the omega-3, omega-6 inflammatory stuff, I'll link that video in the description. But I've been doing a lot more research beyond that as well, and it makes a lot of sense. And it also makes a lot of sense of why when I was doing keto I was feeling better, because I had cut out at least some inflammatory foods like wheat and corn and stuff like that. Because a lot of people put oats into that category, and apparently oats are not supposed to be in that category. They're not an inflammatory food. I don't know. I need like a list, and I need to do a lot more research before I can fully explain this to people. But I'm hoping that, as difficult as a dietary change would be, it would be a lot easier than suffering. I mean, obviously. Maybe not obviously. A lot of people have a lot of trouble changing their diet, and I will too. But if it works, it'll be easy to keep going. And hopefully it'll help me with my body image issues. Anyway, that's my real talk follow-up to my last video about self-hatred, because while I do still hate myself in a lot of ways, today I feel better. And today I'm sitting in a giant field with a beautiful sunrise in front of me, and it's not raining, and it's not snowing or hailing or icing, and it's really great. Alright, I think I'm gonna finish my walk. Listen to the beautiful birds. I hope the camera is picking that up, because it's so pretty.